Now it's time to weave our weft grasses through our warp grasses. Warp is vertical, weft is horizontal, left to right. So there were a couple concepts that were in our lesson. The first one being the over-under pattern. And what I mean by over-under pattern is that when you weave, you always go over one warp and under the very next. Over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. You get the idea. That's the first concept, which carries into the other one, which is no doubles. Meaning, I never want to go under 2 warp lines at a time. That will make my weaving really weak and not have as pretty of a pattern. All right, so our third concept, and that is the opposite pattern, meaning each weft row starts with going over or under opposite of what was before. So here's what I mean. On this row right here, my last one, this weft line started by going over. Now, because I'm on my next row, I have to go opposite of over, which is under. So I'm going under this warp. So you always have to start opposite of the row of the previous row that you just did. You can never start the same way. So I'm going over under for each one. I like to pull it so that the grass is kind of even on this side. Always just double check to make sure that you didn't go over 2 at a time or under 2 at a time. And then you can kind of just push your grasses towards the base of your weaving so that there aren't a lot of gaps or holes. You want it to be nice and tight. Okay? We'll do one more. I'm starting opposite, so I'm going over on this next row because on the previous one I started under. That's that opposite concept. Under, over, under. I'm even just picking up my warp lines and without having to weave my weft line like a dolphin. So I'm literally just kind of picking it up, and it's easier that way for me. Pull it all the way through. If you are doing a natural weaving like this, I would expect you to finish this all the way kind of to the bottom of your cardboard so it's nice and solid. And you don't have to take this weaving off of your loom. You can literally just leave it on here. Okay?